If you are frustrated with Blackwell Fields Badlands, you probably play it wrong. This map is not your infantry type of map. This map was designed to, well, think about like a Souls-like map. It takes everything, it's going to be hard, and only the team that's going to employ the best of what needs to win here will eventually win. It's probably the most unforgiving map in the game. You need really a combination of everything here. But don't forget vehicles. Vehicles are essential. Tanks are essential here. You also need snipers, because they're also heals and you can snipe at different bases. The bases themselves are also in rotation, with not a lot of things actually in the middle. And you need support for your team, otherwise you're going to take out by snipers or tanks if you just try to run to the next location. Tanks here and also choppers are very, very effective, because most of the area is actually open, with only the bases kind of give you some cover, including some of the area of the hills. And if both teams actually play well in quotation, you're going to see amazing clashes happening in the bases. A large group of players colliding with other group of players trying to get control over the areas. This means tanks, air, infantry, everything. Many of the covers, by the way, of the big guns can get destroyed. And this means you're going to become even more vulnerable. And this is also where tanks are supposed to be like the saviors, supposed to give you both cover and provide you with the support needed in order to push through. Everything you can do to mark enemies here is going to be so vulnerable, because those enemies will eventually be in the wide open, try to close distance on the next objective. Now, if you're going to bring snipers here, it's great map for snipers. Any information you're going to give to your teammates is going to be like piece of cake for the snipers to pick up, because there's lots of open space and also elevation in the hills. Now, engineers are super important in this map. They need to make sure the tanks are staying alive, functional. Otherwise, it's so easy to get rid of tanks, because again, there's lots of open space. You can actually surprise also tanks. There are some covers in between, by the way. Make sure to pay attention to that, like some cars and other crates and other things that allows you to get cover if you want to move between one place to the other. But there's lots of open space as well. This is why being in infantry is actually hell here, because always going to be somebody just hide and give some information to other players that eventually going to be taken out very fast, especially by snipers. Luckily, I got a game that, well, actually the team knows what to do. They go to a tank, I go as an engineer, getting inside the tank, give support, marking targets, put pressure. Any suppressive fire is super important here. Now, the hills are heaven for snipers, and this is a place where I go with my EOD bolt to take them out. As you can see, I fix the tank. Again, otherwise the tank is out and it's just pushing through. I even changed to my EOD bolt so I can do it faster. Kind of a sensitive position here, but again, I knew that it's going to be faster. This is why I'm using it. Now you can see that the other team are actually flanking to go and grab the tank. Alright, so you can see them on the right, the mini-map, they're just going behind. So we are just kind of just taking cover. The tank is actually aiming on us, but they're going to take the tank in a moment anyway with our support. Being a gunner also here is also make things much easier, because there's going to be lots of players just running from one place to the other, and you can just pick them up like they're nothing. So it's very easy to clear things up with being a gunner. Gunner is super useful in this map. If you want lots of kills with a gunner, well, this map is for you. You see the tank is going down because there's no option for him, but there's also our tank here. And us. So you see they are just coming through, eliminating the tank and just pushing. So they can actually take this place. I'm a gunner here, taking them out. And this awkward situation where you try to run and the tank goes away, well, because we don't have communication. No worries, I'll get to him in a moment. Now, even if you just need to take a vehicle to get to one place to the other, it's good also for cover, by the way. It's going to be useful because of snipers, because it just allows you to get faster without actually getting hit. I mean, hopefully. Now, why I mentioned also Souls-like, aside from it being a hard map, is because you also can use tank for aggro. I mean, this is the most important thing. Tanks are so powerful here that you really want to make sure that you hold into them. And actually, those who are able to control the fight with tanks probably going to win. And you're going to get lots of aggro and everything. Going to be lots of engineers here. And because you're going to get attention, of course, you allow your other teammates to actually flank and do other things. So as though you put some suppressive fire and staying alive. I just want to say that also the other team did very well. That's why it was such a fun match between us. Eventually we lost. But it just shows you that this map is not like an ordinary map. When I first got into it and kind of ran and just played like, infantry, I told myself, what is this map? It's terrible. All I needed is just to play several matches and really understand, of course, the composition of the map and what it's available to realize how different this map is compared to all the others. There aren't lots of buildings like Operation Firestorm or Iberian Offensive where you kind of have lots of places for others to hide and you can easily eliminate any tank or everything, and there's lots of mines because there's just narrow pathways. Here it's actually very, very open. So the combination of all the arms working together is very important. And this is why this map is absolutely amazing. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be people who will think this map is just a total trash. I'm just happy that there is such a map because, again, it does require, and this can be problematic, of course, because this is usually when there are lots of players who are playing and kind of everything is kind of random and people doing whatever they like, it can lead to very frustrating experience. However, I do think that people will realize eventually, after failing a lot, that just running and trying to capture objective, I mean, some need to do that, but there's a way to actually play together and use the vehicles and use everything in order to be able, and snipers and everything, good composition, to be able to push through in all objectives. And the clashes in this map, once you get these moments, are absolutely incredible. So yeah, my thought about this map changed considerably after I played a bit more and understood it, and it actually led for some really amazing moments that I didn't get anywhere else. Just my thoughts, your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.